We got a really good show for you guys today. We have Jeffrey Pooler Jr., defensive tackle for the University of West Virginia. Thanks for coming on, man.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you. So, I want to talk about first off, you were like nearly 300 pounds when you signed with Mountaineers back in 2016. You put a lot of work in to transform your body. Can you kind of go through the process of what that took?
Uh, I mean, it was a process that all college athletes take really when they step into their college program. Like, I mean, when you step in, like the job for the strength and conditioning staff is to develop you as players on the field and off the field.
Mhm.
So, like, that was really my plan going in because I went in with a lot of bad weight, but I was also young, so it was a lot of baby weight as well. I was 17 years old. I wasn't used to that weight. Like, if you look back on like old like websites like Max Prep and things,
Yeah.
the highest I really weighed in high school was 250 into my senior year. And I would just call that a period of time where I probably got like complacent and lazy. Like I wasn't working as hard my senior year, and I gained all that weight. I was 250 and below all my other football seasons. That was my heaviest season. I weighed that West Virginia my freshman year going in, but like I worked my butt off that red shirt season. Like by the end of that year, 2017 spring, I was what 258, 260 range. So
Yeah.
I shed it back down quickly. So yeah, it was almost less than a year that I shed the weight back off.
Yeah, I really thought that was cool when I was doing some research into you. I don't know if you ever, have you ever heard of Bobby Burlesworth? He was an Arkansas linebacker. He's All-American.
Nah, I can't remember.
They made a movie about him, but he kind of had the same thing. And it was, and he redshirted his first year, and it was kind of the same story. So I was really interested in that. Kind of want to transition. What do you think's been the biggest improvement to your game since starting in West Virginia?
The biggest improvement to my game would probably be, I would say, my motor. Because like I said, at this level, everybody's almost the same talent or better than you. So like the thing that separates you is like the effort
Mm-hmm.
part of it. Because sometimes like the play's not over, so like not giving up and running all the way to the ball, like that helps you make more plays and help you look just as well. So like I say, my effort got better playing for West Virginia. I mean, like I was saying, the coach's job is to improve the technique and things. So I know those things improved as well. But one thing that stands out to me is I would say my effort.
Yeah. For sure. I think you see it on and off the field. So I was interested. You played for Coach Holgerson in the first couple years at West Virginia. Neil Brown, he replaced him while you were there. How do you feel about losing your head coach at the time? And what do you think the new coaching staff have they brought like a new culture to West Virginia football?
Uh, I'm not gonna say I was happy about that situation because Coach Hogerson himself was personally one of the main reasons I committed to West Virginia.
Mhm.
Me and Coach Hogerson had a close relationship, but at the same time, like that's not something I can change either.
Yeah.
And when it happened, I accepted the new coaching staff with open arms. You
Yeah.
know, like you said, they did come with a new culture. Things were different. Things are different now, but it's all for the good. Like I said, like we're doing good. The program's good. It's just
Mhm.
it's a different culture. Like it's a different set of
Yeah.
people, so things are going to be different.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I met Coach Holgerson once. He was a really nice guy when I met him. So that's why I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
Hope to go down to a game this year. But so what makes West Virginia's defense one of the best defenses in the country?
I would say our hunger. Like we have a lot of hungry players on defense, but at the same time, everybody understands their role and like what we have to do. Like so, you don't got too many. You don't have players trying to do too much or be superstars. Like everybody know their job, and that helps us prevent the other team from getting yardage and touchdowns rather than always trying to make these big plays. Like our coach, our defensive coordinator, which is my defensive line coach, always tell us like those 3, 4 splashy plays are good, for all the oohs and ahs, the fan base, but like it's those other 60, 70 plays out there that's gonna win the ball games and take you to championships. So
Yeah.
that's what we really try to focus on. And like I said, even the thing I said with myself is effort. Like everybody runs to the ball if you watch our defense. Like it's like first one there, like it's almost like a competition for real.
Yeah, I feel on that. I saw like an interview you did a little bit back. You're kind of talking about COVID a little bit, but can you kind of talk about what people didn't really see behind the scenes in that? I knew it was a difficult situation for everyone, but like was so difficult about it for football?
Uh, it was a lot different. Like I said, like I mean, you see people now on social media complaining about just wearing them out in public. It
Yeah.
mess with those their breathing and all that. But like think about it, that's like we have to
Yeah.
run with it on. Like when we're not with the helmets and everything, we're just conditioning and working out. Like our mask has to be up and on our faces at all times. So like imagine running like 100-yard sprints with the mask on, trying to catch your breath. Like
I'd
so, it
be
was
I'd be to
different.
the ground. I'd be passed out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it was difficult adjusting to it at first, but like as the time went on, we kind of like I said, we got adjusted to it. It got normal to us, but like yeah, also getting stuck up your nose 3-4 times a week. It was a lot of different things. Not being able to like to serve your own food no more. It's always somebody serving your food, so things blinds and stuff backed up. It's a lot of different.
Yeah, obviously just the little things, even the food.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, so what made you choose to elect to use an additional year of eligibility?
Uh, I would say like the COVID year was different. Like I was saying, like in another aspect, it was shortened year. Like they already had shortened the season to 10-game season. Plus we had lost our senior night. Like it was postponed once, then
Mhm.
canceled all the way out. So I didn't get a actual senior night, which, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's something I look forward to, like, leaving out my college career. And then there's a couple other things I went through during the season that I dealt with, little nags here and there that I got taken care of once the off season ended, and I'm just in that little stage as well. So, just some things I didn't want to finish my college career like that.
Yeah, I 100% I respect that. That's awesome. Senior day is a big deal for everyone.
Yeah,
What is the biggest thing you think you need to work on to boost your draft stock for next year?
I would say my explosion, like my lower body explosion, like ball get off, uh, my counters on my pass rush, and like really focusing on like those two things. Really, like I said, my explosion ball get off, and my pass rush moves and counter moves.
Hmm. And the
Yeah,
explosion that starts like first off in the weight room is getting stronger for that explosion, right?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Um, so how do you think you guys personally will do next year? Has your schedule came out yet?
I mean, I know our conference schedule probably haven't came out, but our non-conference schedule, I believe, is out.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I think we'll do pretty good. You know, we got a lot of players returning. Like everybody, 9 of our 11 starters returned on defense. We lost 2 important guys as well, but we returned 9 of our 11 starters on defense. We turned almost everybody on offense as well. Yeah, I think like 10, no, yeah, 9 of 11 on offense or 8 of 11 on offense as well. So, we got a lot of players coming back, a lot of experience, and we got a lot of young guys that are pretty good. So
Yeah.
we, yeah, we
I
should
know
have pretty good.
I know one of those young guys.
Yeah.
So when you're a kid, like who do you really look up to as a player, and like who are the people that really impact you the most in your career?
When I was a kid, uh, Sean, let me think. I didn't really never have any favorites. I had favorite teams,
Who are-
but once I got like older in like middle school, high school, I started liking like Carlos Dunlap, Geno Atkins, Frank Clark.
yeah,
You know, they're not really like two of a big name guys with all the attention, but like they make plays consistently. Like, like yeah, I like those guys. And I watch those guys a lot.
what do you think of Carlos Dunlap getting traded for a seventh round pick?
Yeah, that's disrespectful for
Yeah,
him.
that was
Like,
disrespect. I saw that. I'm like, what are the Bengals doing, man? I was
yeah.
yeah. Um, I'm gonna ask this question because I know I'm gonna hear so much crap. This. What is Hammond Russell like? Have you really hung out with him much?
Yeah, Hammond was he was my recruit on one of
Really?
his visits. Yeah, Hammond's a good kid. He got a lot of energy. He's not shy.
No,
You
he's
know,
not that.
yeah, like a lot of recruits come and then they just like really just like sit around, you not talk much. Like I'm at the same time, my job is not to be a tour guide. I'm just a player trying to like give you a little vibe of what it's like. So like, but he's not shy at all. He asks what do you want to know. He's pretty ambitious for like I know he's already like he's not some young guys come in and it's like a culture shock for them and they get lost in the college lifestyle.
Mhm.
But I know for sure like he's coming in with his purpose, so like I talk to him a lot. He's from Columbus. I'm from Dayton, not far, you know. So it's like he's closer to home than a lot of my other teammates. So it's kind of like a little bro now, you know. And like I said, he was my recruiter and everything.
Yeah. There's a funny story. So I transferred schools my freshman year, and I came back sophomore year. I didn't tell Hammond because we were like friends freshman year. I hadn't seen him for like a couple months. Came back sophomore year. First day of school, I'm walking in, right, and Hammond sees me in the hallway, and he tackles my ass on the ground in the first day of school, and it was the funniest thing. Everyone was looking at us, and he was yelling. It was
big as hell.
That was a big hit. I'm a skinny 145 white guy, and that took man. Feel me on that. Transition. What do you like to do for hobbies?
I like going on little, I'm not gonna say trips, but like, you know, because I don't have a lot of time off, but like, you know, we got weekends off, like little cities nearby and everything. You know, I like cities, so like shopping. I like video games. I play video games almost every night. So, you know,
what video games you play?
I'm real good at Madden.
Madden?
You know, yeah, but I play COD.
I like this. I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at Madden, and then I play COD as well. I mean, I played 2K, but I didn't get 2K21, so I'm not gonna throw that in there right now.
Yeah,
but
I played 2K. 21 is like, it wasn't. I didn't think it was worth another $60 for me personally.
So I didn't buy that. But yeah, I play COD and Madden right now. I like FIFA, UFC. Yeah,
I play all the games. I feel you play pretty much the same games I do.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you to finish out. Do you have a best story in your football career you can tell us?
Best story. Oh yeah, all right. My senior year. It's my senior year. My freshman year I went to the same school I went to my senior year.
Yeah.
So I went to Dunbar High School freshman and senior year. I transferred to Chaminade Julienne my sophomore and junior year. Mm-hmm. So when I was at CJ, I beat Thurgood Marshall, but they was on like when I was in high school, they was on like a little era where they were like undefeated, like the Dayton area and everything, kept going like the playoffs and everything. They had like 3,000-yard running backs and all that. So my sophomore year, it's the year they come off a season where they lost in the state semifinals or something, and they still got all these players back. Michigan State commit, all that. So it's my sophomore year. I didn't even play football freshman year, and we beat them at CJ. Upset. They went up 21. They went up 21-0 first quarter. We came back and up winning the game. You know, it was a shootout, like 60-something, 67, like the 62 or something.
Yeah.
But we won. I beat them before personally.
Yeah.
But then I transferred back to my home school, which is Dunbar, my senior year. Dunbar haven't beaten them in so many years and all this. So I transferred back and everything, and like, you know, they still gonna have their hype, like they're good, all this.
Yeah.
And then we get to play on my senior year. And then, like, I probably had like 15 to 20 tackles that game. Like, I made almost every tackle. Yeah. We blew them out that year. Like, yeah. So it was a good feeling finally, like, getting the first win in like probably at least 10 years. It probably was like 10 years since Dunbarville.
Yeah. Wow. That's awesome. That was really cool. Thank you. So, guys, this was Jeffrey Pooler Jr. Thanks, man, for coming on.
Thanks for having me.